Hey, how's it going guys? Chris here, bringing you a very special Call of Duty Black Ops 3 video today. And I'm going to be briefly going over loads of stuff and listing all of the weapons, attachments, lethals, tacticals, perks and score streaks that are in Black Ops 3's multiplayer beta. Now I'm pretty certain that everything I go over in this video will be in the final game, and with this being all the stuff from the beta, there's also other weapons and things that will pop up in the main game that aren't included in this video. I'll be going over all the separate categories in a lot more detail and gameplay showing all the things in the game when the full game's out, so make sure you check those videos out on the channel when they're released. Anyway, let's get straight into this by going over all the primary weapons. First, the assault rifles. The ARC-7, full auto assault rifle, fast fire rate with moderate recoil. Man of War, fully automatic, slow rate of fire with high damage. HVK-30, full auto assault rifle, fastest fire rate in class. The Shiva, semi-auto marksman's assault rifle, eliminates enemy infantry in 2 shots. MAA-7, 4-round burst rifle, high select rate of fire with minimal recoil. And the XR-2, 3-round burst assault rifle, strong damage with a fast burst cycle rate. Next up is the SMGs. There's the Kuda, full auto submachine gun, steady fire rate with balanced recoil. The Weevil, full auto submachine gun, large magazine capacity with modest damage. The Razorback, full auto submachine gun, best accuracy in class, ideal for mid-range engagements. Vesper, full auto submachine gun, highest fire rate in class. And the VMP, full auto submachine gun, strong damage output at the cost of a smaller magazine. Okay, now onto the shotguns. There's 2 of these, with the first one being the KRM-262. It's a pump action shotgun, one-hit kill against enemies in close quarters. And the Haymaker 12, fully automatic shotgun, fast fire rate with modest damage. Now for the heavy weapons. There's 2 of these that you can use. The first one is the BRM, full auto light machine gun, strong damage with balanced recoil. And the second is the Dingo, full auto light machine gun, fast fire rate with moderate recoil. Sniper rifles are next, with the first one being the Locust. Bolt action sniper rifle, one-hit kill to the ribs and above. The Drakon, semi-automatic, one-hit kill to the upper chest and above. And the PO6, charge burst sniper rifle, hold the trigger to charge up and fire 3 deadly rounds at a rapid fire rate. So that's all the primary weapons. Now for the secondary weapons. There's 3 subcategories for the secondaries: pistols, launchers and special. The pistols you can use include the MR6, semi-auto pistol, strongest damage in class. RK5, 3-round burst pistol, fast burst cycle rate. And the LK9, fully automatic machine pistol, medium fire rate with modest damage. The launchers are the XM53, free fire or lock-on launcher, comes equipped with a 2 rocket capacity. And the Black Cell, lock-on rocket launcher, it can only be fired locked onto Scorestreak vehicle. And last up is your special weapons. There's only one available in the beta, and that's a combat knife. This will replace a 2-hit melee attack with a 1-hit knife kill attack. So that's all the weapons in Black Ops 3's beta, but there's going to be more in the final game. So moving on, the attachments are up next. For the optics, you can equip the reflex sight, a red dot sight that adds no extra zoom while aiming down a weapon's sights. The recon sight, an enhanced sight that adds 4 times magnification while aiming down a weapon's sights. The Varix 3, varying magnification optic, and can switch between the same magnification of recon and reflex sights. And the Thermal, magnified optics that show heat signatures in warm colours. Then there's the other attachments. Quick Draw, aim down the sights faster. Suppressor, reduces weapon sound, eliminates muzzle flash, and makes the user invisible on the minimap. Grip, reduce recoil while aiming down the sights. High Caliber, headshots do increase damage. Stock, move faster when aiming down the weapon's sights. Laser Sight, increase hip fire accuracy with a red laser. FMJ, increases bullet penetration through hard surfaces. Fast Mags, faster reload and stops loss of magazine ammo on every other speed reload. Extended Mags, increased ammo capacity per magazine. Long Barrel, increases range, keeping damage high over distance. Rapid Fire, increases rate of fire and recoil. And Ballistic CPU, reduces sway when aiming down the scope. So that's all of the weapons and attachments. Next up is the lethals and the tacticals. As for the lethals, the first one is the frag, so a normal grenade that explodes producing a lethal blast. Semtex, an explosive that can be thrown down and sticks to surfaces. This also detonates after a few seconds, killing anyone nearby. Trip mine, an explosive device that can be placed down which detonates if an enemy gets too close. Thermite, equipment that ignites to cause a lethal heat zone. Combat axe, a throwable axe that kills in one hit. And C4, explosive equipment that can be placed and manually detonated. And now for the tacticals. Concussion, disorients the enemies and slows movement. Flashbang, a throwable grenade that blinds enemies near the blast. EMP, a throwable grenade that temporarily disables enemy electronics and equipment. Black Hat, allows players to hack enemy equipment, care packages or disable enemy Scorestreak vehicles. Smokescreen, a throwable grenade that creates a cloud of smoke for concealing movements. Trophy system, a piece of equipment that automatically detonates nearby enemy explosives such as lethals and shots fired from launchers. And lastly the shock charge, a proximity triggered mine that electrocutes enemies and stuns them for a few seconds. So with all the equipment out of the way, I'll move on to talking about the perks. Just like in the other COD games, there's 3 perk tiers that you can pick out your perks from. So the tier 1 perks are Afterburner, thrusters have faster recharge rate, Sixth Sense, displays a minimap indicator with the direction of nearby enemies, Blind Eye, undetectable by enemy air support, Overclock, earn your specialist weapon or specialist ability faster, Flak Jacket, take less explosive damage, and Ghost, become undetectable to UAVs while moving, planting or defusing bombs, or while controlling Scorestreaks. As for the tier 2 perks, there's Fast Hands, swap weapons faster and aim faster after sprinting, reset the fuse when throwing back frag grenades. Anti-up, spawn in with a starting bonus to your Scorestreak meter. Hardwired, immune to counter UAV, power core, EMP grenade and smokescreen, will not trigger proximity based lethals or tacticals. Reduce your digital imprint against enemy tracker and Sixth Sense perks. Tracker, see your digital imprint of enemies' footsteps. Cold Blooded, reduces your imprints on the ground against tracker and Sixth Sense, makes you immune to thermal sights and ground AI streaks. And Scavenger, start with extra magazines and resupply bullet ammo from dead enemies. And as for the tier 3 perks, we've got Gung Ho, hipfire your weapon, deploy equipment and throw grenades while sprinting. Blast Suppressor, no minimap signature when thrust jumping, thruster sound is also suppressed. Awareness, enemy movements are easier to hear. Engineer, show enemy equipment and Scorestreaks, reroll and booby trap care packages. Tactical Mask, reduces the effects of flashbangs, concussion grenades and shock charges. And of course Dead Silence, players move without making any noise. Now lastly I'll go over all the Scorestreaks that you'll be able to unlock. There's 17 overall, and the first one is the HCXD. Remote controlled hover capable explosive device, can perform a thrust power jump and drive on vertical surfaces. A little bit like the RCXD from the past games. A UAV, reveals enemy locations on the minimap. Care package, airdrop a random Scorestreak. Counter UAV, jams enemy reconnaissance by temporarily disable the enemy minimap. Dart, pilot an anti-personnel drone that's equipped with missiles capable of locking onto enemies in Scorestreaks. They can also dive bomb for an explosive blast. Guardian, placeable disc that projects a cone of microwave radiation that stuns and impairs enemies. Hellstorm, a remote controlled Hellstorm missile with a cluster bomb payload. Lightning Strike, launch a targeted airstrike on 3 locations. Rolling Thunder, launch a targeted carpet bomb strike of explosive drones. Talon, call in an autonomous or remote controlled escort attack drone. Cerberus, airdrop an autonomous or remote controlled Cerberus ground robot that patrols for enemy targets. Wraith, an aerial attack craft with advanced stealth capabilities and flak drone. The HATR shows both enemy position and direction on the minimap, can also be shot down by launchers. The RAPS, deploy ship that drops autonomous robot anti-personnel sentry drones. Power core, deployable device that temporarily disables enemy electronics and reduces effectiveness of enemy thruster assisted movements. GI unit, heavily armoured general infantry unit robot, can be set to guard mode to protect the owner, or set to patrol mode to defend a designated location. And last but not least is the Mothership. Powerful VTOL weapons platform with a primary turret for the owner and 2 secondary turrets for teammates. So guys, that's all the primary weapons, secondary weapons, lethals, tacticals, weapon detachments, perks and score streaks in Call of Duty Black Ops 3's beta. And I'm almost certain that all of this stuff will be in the final game. I've only briefly skimmed over everything in this video, but I'll be doing much more in-depth detailed guides and showcases when the final game comes out. So make sure you stay tuned and subscribe to see all of that stuff, and loads more. Give that like button a click if you enjoyed the video or found it useful, and be sure to check out loads of other videos on my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.